Hello everyone, my name is Ellie. I'm with HERBCRAFT by Ellie Apothecary. Welcome to another timeless tarot reading, channeled message, and we'll have an oracle at the end. This is for whatever spirit wants to come through, so if y'all wouldn't mind, take a deep breath with me. Set an intention and we'll get going. Thank you for being here. All right, it's been a minute since I have worked with the old Cosmic Tarot. So let's see what Cosmic has to say today. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Woo! Star card flipped itself around. Maybe we have dancers among us. Chariot, yeah. Moving forward pretty quick. Lover's card. Wow. Okay, 3 major arcanas. So this is big energy or a big moment. The song Happy Happy Joy Joy just came on my music playlist. I divine with music. So this is something to get excited about. I saw 3 of Pentacles and now Death while shuffling. So some kind of change in collaborations. The Sun. And it says Happy Happy Joy Joy as I'm pulling the Sun. This is hilarious. Out of all the songs to come on, King of Swords. Oh my goodness. Actually, that's the wrong way. My bad. A little bit of interference today, but that's all right. It's a beautiful day here on the mountain in the Sierra Nevadas. Knight of Wands. Justice. You probably can't hear the music. I turned it down because some people find it distracting. 2 of Pentacles. Transfer of energy, juggling something. With the Empress. Interesting. Queen of Swords. An Empress with boundaries. Perhaps the Knight of Wands is getting justice. Oh, 9 of Cups. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Just get into the energy before I channel in. 8 of Wands. Some kind of communication. Stable communication I'm hearing. Prince of Pentacles. It's 9 of Pentacles. Something that has been worked on for a while. 6 of Pentacles to give equal give and take. Last couple of readings I did had that theme. Check out the playlist Divine with me, The World, Ending of Cycles. Again, also check the playlist for the last several readings. The Star again. Liberating something, being liberated from huge cycles. And for some of you, this is going to get you seen with the Star in the World. 3 of Cups, possibly with a group of people, or just seen by your local community, your social group. 5 of Swords. Some people are going to not be happy about that, but we're not reading on them. We're reading on you. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, because you're the one that invested in you, right? We don't need to hear about lower level energies. 7 of Cups, things that made you feel like an option. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, that's right. Queen of Swords. You got your boundaries. You're good. You're not worried. The Moon. Nor are you up in your feelings about it. You trust that whatever was done in the dark will come to the light. You trust spirit, right? Wheel of Fortune, because you got good karma, baby. Oh, this is great. This is like almost all major. Like you're seeing this, right? Yeah, 2 of Wands. You're at a crossroads, or you were. This could be past, present, or future energy. We're all on different timelines. 743 and 744, the end of a betrayal on the timer. Look up the angel numbers if they resonate. The Hierophant. You're being guided on this, or you are a guide. teaching others perhaps on how to come out of betrayal and end cycles. King of Pentacles, it's made you very stable, wealthy, grounded, and you're in your divine masculine energy. Tarot is not gender specific. We all go through different phases, so take it how it resonates. Two of Pentacles could go either way. Like Spirit said, Spirit works through me. I'm a channel. Eight of Pentacles, this is something you've either been working on, or this is something you want to do for work, or something you can do for work. Especially with the star in the world, it's something you may be known for. Emperor, hello. Oh yeah, you've taken authority of something. You're also in balance of your divine masculine and feminine energy. Wow. Good job, you. That takes a lot of effort, and you've been through a lot of tower moments, or you are the tower, or some big change is coming. What do you have to say about that, Spirit? Tell us more about the tower. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Princess of Swords. I asked if this was about you or someone else. It seems that whatever work you're doing, which is making you very successful, someone tried to hold on to you and get you stuck in your head and watch you. And again, we're not going to get too much into the karmic energies, but if Spirit is having me talk about it, it's because some kind of divine justice is being restored, or judgment is upon them. We'll see if judgment comes out. Justice did come out for Knight of Wands. It's possible that either you gave yourself justice by pushing through obstacles, or a Knight of Wands is getting karma and justice for trying to possess you, keep you in your head, and just sit back and watch. Well, now Spirit's watching, I'm hearing. So yeah, take it how it resonates. It could go either way. I want to hear a little bit more. The Lovers. This is all about choices here. Two of Wands. What kind of plans are you making? How are you moving forward in life? Spirit's asking you, whatever side you're on here. It seems like whoever's in the Empress energy, also highly in the Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles, so stable, has boundaries, nurturing, loving, very intelligent, can communicate well, is also in Emperor mode. And again, you could be a femme or masculine or in between. Again, this individual, you, whoever you are, have been working on how to fill your own cup, which made you an Empress, or at least be able to embody this Empress energy to receive. That's part of your karma, I'm hearing. So, is there anything else you want to say about this individual who tried to keep this person up in their head? Well, they're in lack. Five of Pentacles. This is their justice for trying to put you in lack, I'm hearing. I'm a psychic medium empath. I don't choose what comes through. I just set the intention that it's whatever you need to hear right now and is for the highest and greatest good. So let's see where else this takes us. You should also know that if this doesn't end up being about love, I've decided I'm going to start capping the end of my readings with a special higher love message for those of you that hang in for the whole reading. You get that treat at the end if you want it. If you don't, I thank you for any time you spend here. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like. Ace of Pentacles. All aces are blessings from Spirit. Take it if you want it. Claim it. Also drop a heart or hit the like button if you want to claim this message. Okay. You're getting a new opportunity, a gift for others trying to defeat you, I'm hearing, with the Five of Swords. This is part of your justice, and it's only the beginning, I'm hearing. Yeah, for the betrayal. See, like I said. Now, each and every one of you who this resonates with, and again, right along, there could be another message in here for you. Okay, this could be about someone you care about that you know this happened to, and perhaps you're offering a gift, an Ace of Pentacles to this person, an opportunity. It could also be a windfall. It could be a new job, a career. And for those of you that it has to do with people, well, it could be another person, which take that how it resonates. It could be a child, it could be a person to be in relationship with, or it could be a business partner, whatever, put it how it fits, okay? Anything else you want to say about this? We'll call it karmic energy. And again, not all karmics are bad. Sometimes they're just lessons. So I don't mean to be derogatory with that, okay? If I was being derogatory, I'd call them NPCs. Now, there's a whole other thing about that that I'm not going to get into. Check out my fiery channeled message if you want to hear my thoughts on that, which I channeled from spirit. It's just a channeled message. All right, so about this karmic individual who did seem like they were causing you a lot of grief. Is there anything else you want us to know? 6 of Cups. For some of you, this is a past relationship or somebody from your childhood. It could also be a family member. Why? Prince of Wands. I don't want to spend too much time here, Spirit. 5 of Cups. Some kind of heartbreak with a player type I'm hearing. For some, half the deck just fell on the floor and the Magician is on the top. Right. So I'm not going to collect those. Those can stay. Yeah, the Hermit. This put somebody in hermit mode, and it also really messed with their energy, made a lot of things explode, but it made you the Magician. It made you be in control of all elements to where you could access multiple parts of yourself and pretty much create your own reality. So the end result of this betrayal that this person or people caused, and it's not a player type for all, it could just be an in and out inconsistent friend, family member, like for some of you I'm hearing little brother type, which could be a friend or an actual sibling, or nephew. I'm hearing also it could be a nephew for some of you. Prince of Swords in reverse came out. This is somebody who's very malicious with their words. They speak very quickly. They speak with the intention of harming. I'm hearing a Gemini archetype in their shadow. So, as you may know, Gemini is the sign of communication along with Virgo. And at the time of this reading, we are in a Virgo moon. Now, Virgo also rules the Magician and is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. I'm also a professional astrologer, and yes, I can read your chart or do a tarot reading. Just check out the description box for my email and contact me, and I'll give you more info, get you on the list. Anyways, so even though this is a timeless message, the way I do readings is I always announce the moon phase for the collective because it's what the collective is going through at the time. You are receiving this message. It's not necessarily about recent transits, but it does imbue the energy into the reading. Okay. So with Virgo, it's more about grounded day in, day out tasks, your inner work. And again, the Hermit does represent Virgo as well, which we had just pulled. So it made you go in, it made you study, right? Look to whatever parts you have Virgo in your chart. We all have every sign of the zodiac in our chart, just in different places, which represents different things. Okay. So, yes, I can do that for you if you want to book with me. Anyways, you can look at how this has affected your day in, day out, your communication style, how you work with others, and what you did to help yourself heal during this process. For a lot of you, I feel like this is a past energy, and you were wondering if this person was ever going to see justice. And Spirit is saying, heck yeah, they are. Here it comes. We get back what we put out there. So if you are pouring into yourself, the world is going to pull into you. Interesting. You are the Magician. You are pulling things to you. You are manifesting. You are creating here. Okay. 4 of Wands, a stable foundation. especially with your spiritual gifts, I'm hearing for some of you. For some of you, this made you level up and expand spiritually. Made you very successful with the Six of Wands. You're being seen, you're being recognized, and if you haven't, you're about to be celebrated, especially, yeah, for what you've overcome. 10 of Wands. You put your burdens down, you've come out of it, or you're about to. It's the end of the road. You have become successful. King of Pentacles. This has made you very prosperous, grounded, wealthy in spirit. And if you haven't seen the material, you're about to be. Because whatever gifts you have, whether spiritual or mundane, again, my shop tagline is from the mundane to the mystical. We got Temperance here and Two of Pentacles, which is both cards of juggling and balancing and alchemizing and picking a path. So again, with the mundane to the mystical, we're talking about having a balance of the 3D and the 5D, right? So having a balance between your spiritual life and your physical life, and that is how you become an ultimate balanced manifester and the successor of your own destiny, I'm hearing. Also, we got the devil here. Now, not only does this represent toxic behaviors and all that, which I feel like this helped you come out of that and also get away from these kinds of people, this is also a card of mastery, of career. And with the King of Pentacles here, this is, you've mastered something here. You have mastered something to where you can be very successful in life. Or you can help other people do this because of what you've overcome. And then we got Judgment in reverse. You were judged. We got the Seven of Swords. Were you going to walk away? I heard. You had to pick a road. About this equal give and take. And what intuitive inspiration were you going to follow with the Page of Cups here? Were you going to be a friend to yourself, or were you going to let others destroy you? Spirit's been giving you guidance. You have the Two of Swords. They're wondering, were you going to block it, your destiny, your forward motion, or were you going to get out of your wounds? And you know what they have to say? You're the Queen of Wands. You're being seen for how magnetic and how much of a baddie you are now. You are strong. You are attractive. You do pull things to you. You are the magician. And for some of you that are pagan, I'm a non-denominational channel, you're a witch of a higher caliber. You have the power. And take that literally or take it spiritually. Yeah. No more Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Cups. No more of this BS. No more of this people trying to fight, compete with you, like bring battle down on your head, get you confused, trapped in illusions. Like, that just ain't your jam anymore. I don't think so. Queen of Cups, this has also taught you how to love and be loving and kind to yourself, fill your own cup and others. The last few readings definitely will resonate with you. There's been a journey of progression, so check them out if you can. Empress, yet again. You are an Empress if you didn't know. And an Empress is the embodiment of all four queens. And if you are a masculine, who also could be a spiritual leader, the Hierophant again, then you have mastered your Empress energy, which means we already got the Emperor earlier, so you are in divine balance, whatever gender or presentation you identify with. So congratulations to all of you on your ascension, because that is what that is. You also have a higher spiritual authority, I'm hearing from Spirit. I'm going to switch up the decks since we unfortunately lost a handful on the floor. So we're working with a full deck, you know what I mean? Which you seem to be. Yeah, actually, we did pull all four queens. We pulled Queen of Swords, then Queen of Pentacles, then Queen of Wands, and then the Queen of Cups. So you are in balance with your feminine nature. Good job. Where do we want to go from here, Spirit? Archetypes, really? Okay. I did not expect archetypes to come out today. I usually do a channeled message with archetypes. So that's kind of one message on its own. If that's all you wanted to get from this, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. The siren. And the unseen. You're calling something to you that you can't see. The river. Water spirits could be significant. The venom. The mountain. Someone tried to get you lost downstream, swimming upstream, I'm hearing, and they're being judged for it. But you've been guided here with the mentor, and now some of you have ascended to become a mentor in your community, whatever that means, whatever you do. It could be in your personal or professional life. I'm sensing that it's spiritual and professional, the temple, because you found safety within yourself. I usually read into these, the vow. You made a promise to yourself, and spirits made a promise to you, and they plan to fulfill it. Spirit, give me one card I can channel into, please, and thank you for this energy. More deeper insight into where we go from here. Kairos. Yeah, for some of you, the water is very significant. The hunter underneath. I see both an eagle and a lion in this eye, this creature's eye. There's a myriad of healing opportunities, fractals of possibilities. From all directions you will shine, I heard. You are the medallion, you are the treasure. Now, I have not studied this deck because I like to get information off of the images. Some of them I have because we go through it. Wow, something's turning around for you, but you've got it. Two of Pentacles, again, that balancing. The universe is balancing the scales for you. You've also come into balance, and now your external is balancing. So if you were wondering when things were going to smooth out, that's happening right now, and you should see signs of it very soon. So yeah, I'm reading this card based off of my intuition, and also Spirit is channeling. I'm also seeing a lot of throat chakra and third eye chakra emphasis in here. And it's card LXXBI. There's a red gem with a light beaming at the top here, as you can see. There's like an emphasis on keeping a balance between your root chakra and your third eye. Okay. So keeping your chakras balanced during this process and keeping them cleared. For those of you that work with archangels, Archangel Gabriel is great for alchemizing, which is represented in the Temperance card, by the way. We got that earlier with the Two of Pentacles with balancing. So for some of you, Archangel Gabriel either ask for their assistance in alchemizing your energy, your aura, and your chakras, or Archangel Gabriel is already doing this for you if you work with them. Okay. So going to the lion and the eagle here, what I'm getting from this is that the lions obviously represent strength, courage, being leader of the pack. So what you've been through has made you a leader for what you had to endure. And the eagle is a higher perspective, a higher octave of spiritual wisdom. It's actually the evolved version of the scorpion for the Scorpio sign. Okay, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is the sign of transformation, life, death, rebirth, very phoenix energy. So with the water and the phoenix, again, alchemy. For some of you, you've learned how to alchemize and transmute your situations and yourself, which is creating a whole new world for you. That's pretty cool. I'd like to read from the book, which I don't always do. I like to leave some of it out for interpretation and also to encourage other people to purchase the decks. So we'll see what calls to me for this reading. I'll hold the card up for you so you can look at it while I read. Just one moment, please. This is under the initiations portion. This is Kim Cran's Archetypes deck, by the way. All right, page 218 and 219 could be significant. If you'd like, again, I'm not sure how well this will show up, but you can take a screenshot of that if you can read it. Otherwise, yeah. All right, what wants to be read? This right here. Oh, there you go. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to understanding of logos and mythos. So time is chronos. Chronos is also represented by Saturn, right? Okay. Which is representative of Capricorn, which represents the Devil card and the World card in the tarot, by the way. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. Perhaps you can see it right there. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and is the territory of Kairos. The card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. Whew, it just got chills. Okay, we're going to leave that there. So, where would we like to take this from here, Spirit? Temperance can also represent divine timing, patience, persistence, right? So, I think we're going to tap into my Herb Crafter's Tarot deck. Six of Swords on the bottom. Moving to calmer waters for a lot of you. Split the deck to 10 of Pentacles. If you're worried about money, don't be. That's from Spirit for some. Interesting. There's something there. Something that wants to come through. Wow, Six of Wands, your success being seen. Whatever you're about to be seen and known for or celebrated for, you're going to be very wealthy in spirit and in material. Again, this is not for everyone, and we can all make different choices. So, Two of Water, this is about partnership for some of you. Now, Spirit, I'm not ready to do the love portion of this reading yet, so hold on a second. For some of you, that is about it because you overcame heartbreak. You've healed your wounds from a past relationship, perhaps the Knight of Wands, Page of Swords type. Someone who is very impulsive and brash and not kind with their words, who also cannot be consistent. And yeah, Nine of Swords puts you in a state of severe collapse, anxiety, depression, sleepless nights. They're already being judged for this. So let's not stick in the energy. A little PSA here, 3322 on the timestamp. Again, we create more of whatever we are doing today. So for those of you that still feel like you're in heartbreak, you're still suffering some kind of betrayal, if you focus on more joy, you will attract more joy. And I know that's extremely difficult when you're going through a hard time, but a lot of you have already been through the worst of it. We got the 10 of Wands. So you put your burdens down, you're at the finish line, or you just crossed it, or you're about to cross a threshold. Again, this whole emphasis on acting with divine timing when you know it's right. Trust your intuition, trust those little nudges that spirit is trying to give you. Okay. And look, for me, it's really silly, but there are two ways I let my inner child play and relax, which gives me a sense of healing and hope and happiness. And one of the ways I do that is making silly singing practice videos to transmute energy. I've got it in the description box if you want to check it out. And the other way is I watch cat videos. Yeah, I know, stereotypical chick, whatever. I watch cat videos, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Look at that. I can't make this up. That's the sun card. Find your happiness and joy. Make your inner child happy, and you will come out of these wounds. I cannot make it up. 10 of fire, 10 of wands, right there. This is how you complete this cycle. How you, and for some of you, you figured out how to do this. Thank you, Spirit. Whew, I just got chills. The star. This is how you heal, and this is also how you liberate yourself. And for some of you, this is how you become a star. This is how you take that next step. When you're in a state of peace and calm and happiness and joy, you're going to attract more of that and also have strength right here to move forward. You've already overcome enough. You don't have to keep going through it. So my PSA that I was going to say, 3535 on the timestamp, yeah, Hermit. It's good to rest and heal, but you've done that. It's time to come out of hermit mode. And the way you do that, 3544 on the timestamp, this is important, is to communicate what really makes you happy. Is to also not let people, oh, look at that, the Hierophant again, guide you down the long road. Yeah, well, it can be the long road. The PSA, before I go any further, and of course, King of Cups right here, and Queen of Cups, or Queen of Wands, that's significant. King and Queen of Cups, perhaps there's a wow, word spirit. They're channeling in really quick for me. They have a lot to say. Perhaps there's your divine counterpart. Maybe you more resonate as a Queen of Cups, but you're in Queen of Wands energy right now. You're working your magic to give the ultimate love or receive it from someone else. And again, then we have the Moon card, coming out of those painful emotions in order to enjoy life. So, and this is a day in, day out process, Knight of Pentacles with this partnership, which could just represent you and spirit, you and a best friend, you and another aspect of yourself, or divine love. Okay. Listen, hold on a second, spirit. I'm trying to tell these folks something. All right. It's important. Thank you. Jeez. They want to say what they want to say. What do you want to invest in? Do you want to spend every day watching readings? Not that saying that you are, but some people who are in these cycles, I know I've been there at one point in my life, where you just keep reliving the same trauma loop over and over again. And part of that could be that maybe you're watching readings on karmic people who have hurt you in the past, but then you're giving energy to those karmic people. Ask yourself, would you rather have the universe give you more things you enjoy because you're calling that in by choosing to do it for yourself? Or would you rather keep pouring into the past, which has destroyed you? Why give them your time? And I know when we're disoriented from trauma or pain or betrayal, sometimes we do these things and we don't realize how much time will go by. Again, divine timing. The timing is now to step away from what was done to you and move forward with what you can do for yourself now. And the simplest way is making yourself happy. Look at that. King of Wands, lead yourself. And also for some of you, yet again, we had the counterparts here. We have King and Queen of Wands. They really want to talk about love for some of you. I'll pull out my Ethereal Visions deck for that. So this is also about being able to access that charming, divine, masculine leadership, go get 'em quality, and also the endearing, I can attract, I can create, Queen of Wands. So you have the power, you have the magnetism, and everything you want is coming to you. You've already pulled it in. But if you are thinking that these cycles are going to continue because you're weary from the journey, the only thing that'll guarantee that is if you keep focusing on the past instead of moving forward. We had the Chariot in the pre-shuffle at the beginning of the video, remember? Yeah. 9 of Earth. Remember your independence. You're liberated now. You're free. Don't let them keep you stuck in the 9 of Swords energy. Nurture yourself, because you've already been doing that for some of you, but I feel like specific people needed to hear that. Yeah, the Fool. This is a new journey. This is a new adventure. Take a leap of faith. Wow, weird accent there. I feel like some of my Scottish ancestors were trying to come in for a second there. Hey, Grandpa. Anyways, this is a leap of faith on yourself, believing that you are capable of having a great life here. And for some of you, there is some kind of divine match coming to you, and we'll get into that in a minute. My readings have been tending to go over an hour recently, so I just saw Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Yeah, 10 of Swords. You're out of betrayal now. Don't go back to it. Don't let them pull you back in. They're receiving their karma. Also, for those of you that don't know how divine justice and judgment work, these energies receive their tower moments, their karma, and the world. Closing of cycles, right? By you closing your cycles that are no longer serving you, by choosing to keep moving forward and be seen for all the good that you are, and let other people see you for all the good that you are. These energies receive their karma, and a lot of them will try to keep you stuck up in your head. I can't make this up. Possess you, make it to where you can't see your way out. We got the 8 and 9 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles here, and the 7 of Cups. That's illusions, making you feel like an option, sleepless nights, possessing you, keeping you stuck, making you think you can't go forward, like you got to hold on to what you got. We had the 10 of Pentacles earlier, darling. You're the King and Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Empress. F that noise. Claim your power. This is not you. Walk through that damn gate. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse, but I get a little protective sometimes. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. 7 of Swords. Walk the hell away. Look at that. Temperance. Balance it, because you're the freaking Emperor. Don't let them tell you you're not. Claim your power. That's nonsense. Pick a path. 2 wands. Don't block your own healing. 6 of Cups. Nurture your inner child. This is a great change, which brings you to your community with the 3 of Cups here that will not betray you and hurt you. High of Air. Are you paying attention? Page of Swords. Because the Tower is coming. So, you keep your divine balance. You focus on yourself, because you are the most important person in your story. Don't let them siphon energy from you. Don't let them make you think King of Wands. Don't let them think that they got the power. Just don't even think about them. Move on. Watch a cat video. Watch a dog video. Watch a squirrel video. I don't care. YouTube. So many possibilities. For some of you, I'm hearing watch a movie from childhood, because your inner child could use some love. The Magician here. Again, you can create whatever you want in your life, and you're a very successful manifester, whoever you are. Okay? Yeah. Seven of Swords. You don't need to strategize anymore. You've already accomplished the task, and the task was you. You're balanced, you're stable, you're whole, and no one else can take you down as long as you do not feed it. And the moment, yet again, the moment you stop paying attention and you keep pouring into yourself, these energies that wronged you will start receiving the consequences of their actions. And it's called divine justice. When you are being fair, when you are coming in correct, when you are not being toxically empathetic and trying to make it easier on people that have harmed you, even if from afar, the universe has nothing else to do but say, oh, we see you got your own back, so now we're going to get yours. And in the spiritual world, take it out of the mundane for a moment, those that are coming for you spiritually will do everything they can. They will strategize, they'll chastise, I'm hearing. They'll try to get you to sabotage yourself if they can't sabotage you. I've been through it. I've been through the ascension path. I know what I'm talking about. It's extremely difficult, but I overcame. If you need a guide or a mentor, seek them out in your community. Okay, you are not alone, and spiritually, we are never alone. Also, some of you need to speak your truth. I just saw the Knight of Swords. Yeah, and you do this by talking about what you're going to create on your new journey. How are you transmuting that old energy? For some of you, you just need to look at how you haven't moved forward with the Chariot, and then you can move forward. Okay? You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Yeah. Some of you still are in hermit mode. You're still looking inward, but you've gained a lot of wisdom on this. You're ready to go forward. You're ready to go forward. You have healed enough. Okay? Remember that healing can be a perpetual cycle. Again, the Magician. How are you communicating to yourself as well? Think about that. Yeah, especially when it comes to your healing. That just confirmed what I said with the Star card yet again. You have the power to liberate yourself from this torment. They don't get to win. You already overcame. It's already done. If you haven't felt that yet, you're about to see it. As long as you pursue yourself and stop blocking. Use your intuition here, okay? This is usually two swords crossing, right? Blindfold, can't see. And the emphasis is making a decision based on your intuition and your intellect. So having discernment, not on what's in front of you, which is an illusion in this case for most of you. Yeah, the tower. Right now, some of you are having a tower moment right now because you didn't realize this. Breathe. For some of you, you're about to get an invitation to go out. The song Meet Me in the City, 10 of Fire, and you're ready because you put your boundaries up and your burdens down. That could be about work, friend, some kind of social engagement. I don't know what that's about. That's for some of you. 7 of Cups. Some of you are going to think it's a trick, it's an illusion, or it's not happening. You're going to be really stuck in your emotions about it. What does Spirit have to say about that? Because that's really, it's about having choices. Like, you're not limited to whatever you think you're limited to. What's this? Wow, High of Fire. Follow your divine inspiration to your ultimate wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. The crows agree. Did you hear my ravens? I live out in the woods, so I have ravens. They're bigger. That's the difference. However, I said crows, so yeah, someone wants to meet you in the city, I'm hearing, whatever that means to you. Maybe you're rural like me. I don't know. Interesting. Take a walk down Main Street. Now we got, wow. Yeah. I'm hearing for you, this is a date, some of you. So, you know, the more you pour into yourself and make yourself happy, the more you will invite these good times in your life. Some of you aren't ready for that, and that's cool. What else do you have to say? 7 of Fire and Adelita of Cups. Okay, so Spirit's protecting And also, this person wants to protect you. That's for some specific. All right. And you have good boundaries, so you know that you can at least give this a shot. It seems like Spirit really wants to get into the love portion. Now, I only read on Divine Love. If you have any more questions, check out the last few readings because we've touched on the journey thus far. And if you feel like you're a little bit behind on this completion, I think you'll find some clarity from that. The last reading we did was a channel of light. I forget the exact title. It came out a few days from when I'm publishing this, so I'll link it at the end. The one before that was, I believe, I forget. I've done like 10 readings in the last month. I'm on fire lately. The Tower. Okay, some of you are about to have a big change that you don't see coming, and it is going to shift something, or you're in the middle of a shift, okay? Yeah. King of Pentacles. It has to do with your stability somehow, or a very stable masculine figure. Again, this could be friendship or work related. It doesn't have to be. They're about to come into your life. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, this is about work, not love. So if you didn't resonate, this could be a work opportunity, or it could be both. What do you have to say about that, Spirit? Four of Cups. You don't see it coming because you've been kind of focused on just keeping your stability with your emotions, and that's okay. That means you'll be happily surprised. Again, with the Tower, just just take a deep breath, keep your nervous system regulated, and enjoy the ride. More cards just fell. The Emperor just fell on top of the Magician. You manifested this Emperor. For some of you, you manifested this, and also you could be have manifested your divine match for those of you that resonate as divine feminine. Now, before we get into the love portion, because I know not everybody wants to hear about it, right? I did pull out a special oracle deck that I was called to do because in two readings before, which was called This Is Not a Love Reading, or Is It? Star seeds came up. Now, I expressed my opinion on that, but I was gifted this oracle deck, I don't know, a couple years ago or so, and I rarely use it. But for those of you that don't want to hear the love portion, this is your last message. That's way too many. Stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. And it's just like pretty artwork. Okay. Dreams. The universe speaks to you through your dreams. So some of you pay attention to your dreams because they're trying to tell you something. Working with the lighting here. It's actually kind of an overcast day out here. Gratitude, universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. If you live in gratitude, you will attract more things to be grateful for. I'm just going to read these because it seems significant. Blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Again, with that emphasis on divine timing and following your inner guidance with Kairos again, and again, all the blue here. Kind of feel like that's significant, especially if you resonate as a star seed. And no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. Don't let these people make you think that you can't do it, because you already have. You already have. You are the star. That came out like 5 times. And for some of you, you could be seen by the world as a star for whatever it is that you do. It could be one thing, or it could be your life path, or it could be that you're going to work with some people that resonate with that energy. Okay. So for those of you that don't want to stay for love, I thank you for being here. I hope you'll consider subscribing, liking, commenting. 5225 on the timer. All right. Thank you guys and gals and others. Judgment. Whoo! That's a heavy card for the first on the divine love. All right. So This could be a counterparts. This could also be just a higher soulmate. This could be what you're embodying as yourself that you could attract in as a match. So take it how it resonates. But I don't read on casual or karmic love. That's just not my jam, okay? So, judgment. Before I say anything, I'd like to see what Spirit, Page of Swords. Spirit says pay attention for some of you, whoever's still here. And if you're still here, this is for you. King of Swords. You've been coming up in my readings the last few. You're somebody who's been through a lot. And in 2 readings ago, and I think even the last one that I just released that's coming out tomorrow, but you'll see it. Again, this is timeless, so you could be watching this a year down the road for all I know. The channel of light message, and also the this is not a love reading, or is it? At the end, we had a surprise love reading, which gave me the idea to do this for my readings now. Okay, so like you've been learning about something here, about your counterpart, I'm hearing. And for some of you, you are under judgment, and Spirit's about to give you vital instructions on how to get out of your head with the 8 of Swords and proceed on your journey, whatever steps you need to take. Now, y'all should know that with anyone, 5 of Wands, there's some kind of fight going on, some kind of competition. Before we get into that, y'all should know that I always ask Spirit to only tap into energies that their spiritual team give me permission to tap into. So what does that mean? It means if you get a reading with me and you want me to read on counterparts or someone in your family or a friend or a business dynamic, I always check in with Spirit before I give services to make sure that I have the authority to do so. 5445 on the timestamp. Okay, 10 of Swords. Sweet Tides by Thievery Corporation just came on. That could be a sign. Ace of Wands. New inspiration. This is a gift from Spirit. Okay. For some of you that resonate as DM, this could be about your counterpart, your divine masculine. So if you're DF, the moon. Yeah, this could be very much for the divine feminines right now. For some of you, I'm hearing for the DFs, or again, whoever is in their feminine energy. You could be masculine, and again, you don't have to be heteronormative either, or traditionally gendered. Okay, we all represent different energy. The Hierophant. You're being guided on this, or you already know the guidance to follow. But for some of you, whoever is the more masculine counterpart is being judged on something. 5555 on the timer. Wow, this is a big deal. Whoo, 10 of Pentacles on the ultimate value and worth. I'm hearing for some within themselves, realizing that by finding the ultimate worth and value within themselves, they're going to be able to match you in that. Temperance. Wow. Okay. Yet again, we may have 144 or Earth Angels in the house. When reading for divine love, I very much read this card. That's also Archangel Gabriel right there. Again, alchemization, or you both could be alchemists, healers, divine souls. 5633, King of Cups. Extremely loving individuals underneath it all, I'm hearing. And for the one that's under judgment, the ones that are under judgment, it's Spirit's wondering if this counterpart is going to finally decide to put their sword down as the King of Swords, and as I say that, the Knight of Swords, which I saw as I was shuffling earlier, and speak their truth by showing the ultimate love to you as the King of Cups. Or you represent this higher emotionally intelligent being that is encouraging by your simple presence and stability for this person to feel comfortable enough to come forward with their truth, but they're still under judgment for this. Now, when I say under judgment, for those of you that are higher spiritual souls, you know what I'm talking about. It's not about Spirit saying, oh, are you going to be a good person or not, or whatever. It's not about anyone else judging you. 8 of Wands. It's about, are you going to move forward and finally make the choice to move towards this, DM? if you're watching. Again, spiritual rules are a little different than mundane love. And I don't use specific titles. This is a new journey. This is a leap of faith. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is their 10 of wands. This is them putting that down in a, excuse me, confirmation burp. Yeah, this is the way they put their 10 of wands down. I feel like I was reading for the DM, or excuse me, the DF a lot. If you resonated with the earlier part, Six of Swords, that's come out 2-3 times. You're being moved to safety here, to a new beginning. Some of you are actually moving, I'm hearing, or you're going to be traveling towards this person. Right before we started the love portion, we heard the meet me in the city by the Black Keys, and then we got the Knight of Cups here to offer a couple of. You may not be meeting this person. They may just invite you to meet up, I'm hearing, for some of you. So they, Two of Cups for the ultimate like love here, best friend love, the highest love union that you can come into. Like, you two are a match for sure. If you needed confirmation, you are divine counterparts. And this is just about whoever's in the more active masculine energy actually coming forward and giving their cup of love. So I want to know, first of all, use your discernment, okay? Because this may not be everyone's story. For the majority here, Spirit, what are any obstacles that this DM has in coming forward towards the DF and finally initiating this, I'm hearing? We've been on a journey. Six of Pentacles. That has been the primary thing that has been missing in all of this for the last 6 reads. Six of Pentacles has been coming up. Are you going to be generous, DM? Because you've already, if you've been following my readings or you go back and watch, you'll see that multiple times Spirit has proven to you that this is not toxic love. This is absolutely your counterpart or a higher level soulmate that is your match. And same for the divine feminine. You both have been through a lot. You both have recently been coming up as swords energy. So you both have your guard up. But it seems like this DF, if you resonate for the read we just went through, has been focusing on to stay stable, be ready with divine timing, to divinely act, to operate on divine inspiration in order to move forward. And in order to do that, you had to choose to fill your own cup, to nurture yourself, to find your happiness and continue to be grateful, because everything is about to change, especially with your wealth, with something to do with your work. And as Spirit kept showing, a partnership. Okay. Now, are you also ready to receive this? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. Mosquitoes are coming out. Yeah, someone's trying to nibble away at this. Stay away from those bloodsuckers. No energy vampires are welcome in this reading. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day. Give it a thumbs up, will ya? Yeah? No? Okay. Well, I warned you. Anyways, do you want to give your all or not? Because this person's ready to match you. But again, DF, you have to be able to receive this happiness, which is probably why Spirit's trying to get you in the energy of play and lightness and realizing that the hard times are over. So you don't have to focus on this person. You may or may not know who they are. I feel like a lot of you do, because this is a spiritual love we're talking about for a lot of you. For some of you, it's not. It's just a higher, deeper connection, perhaps a past life soulmate that you feel a chemistry with, but you've never met, you don't really know anything about, but you have a pretty good idea of who they are, or you can sense their energy and know that they're coming into your life. Okay. So I feel like for the DF, a lot of you don't feel like this is coming. So we know this is about the DM being generous and deciding to give equal give and take, right? To not be withholding. Yeah, this is about choosing to make a change and accept a new way of life, I'm hearing. And then there was the Two of Cups towards union. towards a long-term healthy relationship. Okay. For the DF, I'd like to see, and if you don't see yourself as a divine being yet, the cards have said that you are. So start giving yourself more credit, because you have come a very long way. And I kept seeing the Two of Pentacles. Now, when it comes to spiritual love, that's my card for telepathy. All right, for psychic communication. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, this is about staying independent and continuing to focus on what you're growing, what you're building, because you are coming up as the Empress and the Emperor. So yeah, Knight of Wands, like, keep following your passions, keep moving through any hard energies from the past. Are cycles being closed. When you start to feel what feels like a familiar cycle or fear of something that's come up before, start to remind yourself that these are feelings that are being processed out. For those of you that resonate being at this 10 of Wands energy, this is the end of that, which means spirit is healing you from this energy, which means you got to feel it one last time, but do it mindfully. Look at it and go, you know what? And I just got chills, so that resonated. Go, okay, is this happening to me right now? Because an emotional flashback, not just any flashback like with PTSD or anything, an emotional flashback, I'm an advocate, by the way, is when you relive the same emotions of some trauma you went through. And most of the time, you're not actually going through that again, but you were triggered in some way to make you feel like you're going through it again. Now, spirit, to help you heal, they never do this to harm. They do this to help, to guide you. Those on the ascension path who are having awakenings, who are more evolved spiritual souls, are going to go through these things and know that it's not that they're trying to hurt you. And trust me, I've had my moments with spirit where I've questioned their intentions with helping me and guiding me, okay? But they're going to trigger you to make you process it out. Ace of Wands. This is so you can have a new passionate beginning. And for some of you, focus on your passions, because this is leading you to your happily ever after and ultimate wealth, balance, and stability. Okay? So I think for the DF, you pretty much have a good idea. Knight of Swords. Be open to swift communication for some of you. If you are resonating in a more receptive energy, you are looking to receive this person. So I'm hearing, let them speak. The Lovers. This is, of course, up to you. This is a choice. This is also higher divine love. So some of you DFs needed to hear that too, because it's not just the DM that's been questioning in these last few readings. Some of you needed to hear that this is indeed your soulmate, the ultimate choice. But by you making yourself the choice and continuing to invest in yourself and your own happiness and what you're growing, you're telling the universe that you deserve to have that matched. And it's pulling in very quickly this divine match on the chariot to victory and success. Now, obviously, if you didn't want this, you would not still be listening to this. So get real with yourself about wanting this. I'm a real reader. Much love to you. Don't act like you don't want it. This is not betrayal. This is not 10 of Swords. You're done with that. That was someone else. This is not that. This is divine. This is divinely guided. So spirit, if you're going through these old cycles, spirit is having you cleanse it out. You've gone through an emptying so you can have space to hold not only yourself and your stability, but receive. So let yourself receive. This is not the Three of Swords. This is not more heartbreak. Let it go. And if you can't, then you're not ready, and that's okay. And if this person, if spirit still, if with the divine love, there's different rules, but if spirit still allows this person to come forward towards you, perhaps just start with friendship. Again, if some of you are saying, oh, I don't want friendship, I want this or that, it's like, do you want a long-term relationship or not? Because that requires friendship. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. This is your good karma. Plus, like, I don't know about you, but I'd rather be with somebody long term who loves me without makeup on as much as they love me when I dress to the nines, right? So if you're wanting to be with somebody who's like your old type, or you're used to it, not that you're wanting to be, and you feel like you got to be perfect for this person and you're like blocking it, remember that that's looking for somebody to show off for, not somebody to stabilize with in life. Okay, because we all age unless we are not fortunate enough to live long lives, and I am not wishing that on anybody. I'm just being real. You know, you're on the top of the wheel right now. Spirit wants you to have this. This is part of your good justice, your good karma for going through what you went through in the past. Because you poured into yourself, because you fought through the battles, because you ascended, you get to have this now, darling. But it's your choice. Okay? So again, active, receptive, Knight of Swords again. Yeah, for some of you, this is coming in really quick. And for others of you, you have a guardian angel who is keeping an eye on it and making sure that you and this person are protected. All right, let's end this because we've been on this for a while. I try to do short readings. It just doesn't happen, and that's cool. I do about 2 readings a week for the collective, so Page of Swords. I'm hearing for DMs, stop watching and move. The Star, liberate yourself too, because by choosing not to give to something that you know that has been shown over and over again by spirit, you're choosing to miss an opportunity and not pursue your healing. And also for some of you, this is about being seen. 2 readings are coming to mind that I recently did in the last month, which is you were meant to be seen, though that's not mostly a love reading. There's a bit of it mixed in there. And also DM, by overcoming this tower, you become emperor. However, in the last reading, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's something very significant in that reading that has happened for the DM, and definitely check that out if you resonate. I don't want to give it away because it's really fun. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's the reading I'll link at the end here. Again, this is your good karma too, DM. This is meant for both of you. You both deserve each other. You both have been through a lot to get here. All right, any last guidance for both of these individuals? And this is multiple people. I just saw the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, the 5 of Wands. Competition. Ah, I see. Okay. This is for the DM. Stop focusing, fighting other people. I need another card for that, Spirit. For the Empress. Stop focusing on fighting other people because it's a distraction and you're going to lose an opportunity to have your Empress if you're too busy competing for her, I'm hearing. So for some of you, you need to get out of your ego and stop trying to fend other people who are coming towards your divine feminine. Yes, she's high value. Yes, she is the 10 of Pentacles. What are you waiting for? Tough love. It's like, oh gosh, okay. Little boys and little girls, and we're going to go with gender stereotypes, but again, place it however you want, okay? On the playground. All the little boys like the pretty little girl, right? And they're all like punching each other and knocking each other out. And this is a scenario that's not real life, but we've seen it time and time again as kids, right? They're all fighting each other and you're like, no, she's mine, no, oh, and then they're making fun of each other and they're like, no, I don't like her. You get what I'm saying, right? Kind of obnoxious. While the little girl's over there and she's like, well, none of these boys like me. I guess I'll just go back inside and just like do my own thing. And while the little girl's going back inside, the one smart boy who's been on the side, or smart girl, you know, you could be queer, whatever, but I'm going with gender stereotypes here on this one, could be like, oh, here's my chance, while all these other boys are distracted and fighting each other instead of giving attention to the object of their desire, or ignoring her, acting like they don't like her. I'm just going to go talk to her and then I get a chance. For all you know, on the spiritual world, let's take this to an adult level, that could also be a karmic who's watching you all fight going, oh, okay, They're going to get caught up in the ego and lose their chance. Well, I'm going to go talk to her and I'm going to take up her time. Do you want to protect your divine feminine or what? I mean, she can handle herself. She's also the emperor. But it's a cute little scenario. You get what I'm saying? Like 11255, new beginnings with your subconscious that is bringing change and transformation. Think about if you spend all your time competing for this love and fending others off from it, you're not actually engaging with it. You're just guarding it. And what does that do for her? Real talk. I say that with love. Spirit, can we give some advice on this? King of Pentacles, be stable. You can protect and provide for this person. For some of you, you need to believe in your own value, your own worth. Are you serious? Once Upon a Dream from Maleficent. I sang that on YouTube, by the way. Check it out if you want. It's in my singing practice playlist. Some of you have felt like this is a dream. Some of you had to overcome self-worth issues in order to become stable, but you already are this. You already know you're capable of protecting this divine match. The question is are you actually going to show up in the 3D world, spiritual union or not? For those of you this is spiritual, are you going to ground this into reality? Are you going to give equal give and take? Because everything is lined up for you and it's time. One last word on that, Spirit. Five of Pentacles, let go of the lack. You're not in lack unless you choose to be. If you choose to avoid this, you will be in lack. You will have sabotaged yourself. Don't do that. You deserve it. You're already the 10 of Pentacles, but you're thinking you're still 5. Look at how far you have come. Ask yourself, what kind of love do I want to give to somebody? And then see how you can do that. All right? It starts with an offer of a moment, of a conversation. 2 of Pentacles, again, 11505 on the timer. You know how to keep your balance, but you're going to knock yourself out of balance if you keep juggling this opportunity. And I'm not saying this from lack, but that you think you're in lack, but you're not. You're not in lack here. I feel like this energy needs a little more support, but I'm not going to go too much deeper into this because then it becomes a cycle of needing validation. Like, you're totally capable of validating yourself. Spirit has validated, yeah, the devil. It's time to put your wounds down and the illusions. You're not in the past either. It seems like you both are mirroring each other with that. Yeah, the sun. You need to focus on your happiness too. What makes you happy? What makes you want to shine? I'm hearing for some of you, it's this person. So remember that when you don't think you get a chance, you're telling the world that you don't get a chance. And if you don't think this person's going to give you a chance, then you're not giving yourself a chance. This is a beautiful love. And you don't have to impress this person. This person already knows your soul. Whether you've met or not, you both are a match on the soul. You've known each other in other lifetimes. I just saw the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Wands. You both have been through a lot, and you both know what it's like to overcome huge obstacles. That's what makes a great pair, is two people who can come together, who don't try to siphon from each other or be saved by each other, but coexist, knowing that you both are strong enough to continue and walk together safely, lovingly. Five of Swords. You've let other people defeat you, and it's caused you to defeat yourself and self-sabotage. This is also a card of a wounded warrior, and we've been reading on that energy a lot. And I'm an empath, so like I'm feeling the sadness. I'm not judging you, sweetheart. I'm really not. I'm trying to help you cut through. Cut through. Knight of Swords. The only thing you need to do is reach out to this person. Just reach out. Don't think about what everything else is going to happen. All you need to do is reach out. Okay? Because the people in this reading know that this is a sure thing. The more you continue to deny it, the more you're telling the universe it's not for you. And if that's the case, then you need to step aside and let it go. And if that just made you really upset, that's a key indicator that you don't want to. Okay? It's not your job to dictate or navigate how this person's going to receive you. That's her job or their job, however you want to identify. The only thing you need to do is take a step forward and communicate. And that doesn't mean you have to communicate everything. All you got to go is, hey, how's it going? Can we get a coffee? You want to go take a walk by the river? Do you like to eat? You want to go see a show? Hey, I heard about this great place. I mean, come on, we all know how dating works, right? And if you want to approach it more as a friend, just like reach out. And if you don't know how to reach out, I'm sure you can be resourceful. You're an emperor too, or you could be. Ace of Wands, Spirit's giving you everything you need to travel towards this. This has come out like 5 times. I've shuffled it in and out multiple times. You already have a plan. Don't act like you don't know what you're doing. Alrighty. Y'all, we're done. I'm tapped out. All right. And I just tapped in for y'all. I hope you appreciated this reading. I wish you success. Leave your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And what was your favorite part about this reading? Are you interested in me just doing a divine love reading again? Because I tend to let spirit guide whatever needs to come out for the collective, which is multiple souls. And I hope that you all are enjoying my level up since I started doing video instead of ASMR. I love being here for you, and I love helping people grow in their souls, because I've been on the journey too, and we always will be, right? So I just want to say thank you, Eight of Pentacles, and good job to those of you that are also doing the work. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here, and have a great moment. Bye.